Hello everybody, it's Professor Rich, and today I'm doing a video on the British pronunciation of this letter. So, you may notice as a language learner that British people have a rather interesting relationship with this letter, don't we? And that relationship is that often we don't say it, but sometimes we do. So first, let's look at when we do. So at the start of a word, we always say this letter, and the sound that accompanies this letter at the start of a word is a consonant sound, and it looks like this in the phonemic chart. So the way that you form this sound, there are different ways. I'm going to show you my way of making this sound. The way it sounds is the same. So the way I make this sound is, first, the tongue position is like this. Your tongue doesn't touch, the tip of your tongue doesn't touch your mouth, but your tongue curls up a little. Like that. And then, for me, the more important bit is the mouth position. So I'll just make the sound now. Rrr. 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 So you can see my teeth and my lip kind of get in contact. Rich. So here's some words with R at the start, and here's how they sound. Rich, Robert, run, robbery. So you can see that we say the sound quite normally at the start of words. We also pronounce the sound when it's in the middle of a word and the sound before it is a consonant sound. For example, already, Henry, intruder. Another thing to watch out for is when there's two letter R's in the word, and when you have two letter R's in the word, then we make the sound as well. So you have, for example, irritate, irritate, and irrational, irrational, irrational. All right, so that's when we say the sound. How about when we don't say the sound? Well, when there's a letter R in the middle of a word, but the sound before the R is a vowel sound, then normally we do not make the sound. Instead, what happens is that the vowel sound is changed somehow by the letter. Often, the sound gets longer in some way. So, a good example of this is with the letter O. And when you have OR in a word, you very often get the long vowel sound, this one, which sounds like this. or, more, port, or. Okay? And then you have AR. Now you know that the letter A on its own can often be A. When we put an R onto the A, then it becomes this sound, which sounds like this. Ah, 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 car, bar, part. Then things get a little more complicated. So often in the middle of a word, if you have the letters OR or IR and sometimes UR, although you might not expect it, the sound they become is often we like that sound. So you have words like word, bird, third, fur. You have to be careful because UR can also be another sound. And in fact, the other sound of UR in words, it's often URE, depends on your accent. So in my accent, I normally say or, and we have words like sure, pure, and cure. However, in some accents, the sound can become ur, and then you have sure, pure, and cure. But the point is that the sound in those words is not it's or. Not but or. Alright. Another thing you've probably noticed, I think this is what most people notice, is that at the end of words, we never say the R in English. Never. We will come back to that in a minute. So at the end of words, we never say them. Particularly if it's ER or OR, and you've got teacher, computer, actor. So in these words, the sound obviously becomes our favourite sound, the schwa. Teacher, actor, computer. Marvellous. And there are other sounds that can happen when you have R involved in a word. I'll just give you some examples. I think these are all diphthongs. A diphthong is two vowel sounds together and kind of we glide quickly between them. So you've got words like fire, tire, fair, tear, chair, stair. And you can see I never made the sound but all those words have the letter R in them. Welcome to British English. Alright, now remember before I said at the end of words we never make the R sound? Well, as with all things in languages, as wonderful as they are, there is a kind of exception. It's quite an advanced exception, but it's something to know about. And this is called a linking sound, and I've talked about these before. So there is a linking sound which is kind of like a r, and this linking sound we make if a word ends in the sound r, or or and the next word begins with a vowel sound. And in that case, we actually insert an sound to link the two words. So here are some examples. We've got the word computer, which ends in a schwa. It ends in And I can say, my computer is important to me. Let me say that slower. My computer is important to me. Computer is. My computer is important to me. Computer. Computer is. Riz. Computer is. My computer is important to me. My computer is important to me. It's real. Okay, let's have a look at another one with the sound or, and we've got the law, and we could say the law in Spain. The law in Spain. And another one, fur, which is the hair on many animals. Many animals have fur on their skin. Have fur on their skin. Have fur on their skin. Ron. Fur on. Not fur on, but fur on their skin. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's quite enough of Professor Rich for one day. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Please give me a like on YouTube, because that's where I need it, on YouTube. Give me a like on YouTube, or a dislike. I don't care. You give me a dislike if you want. Give me a like, share, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. And as always... Hello everybody, it's Professor Rich, and today